The Calibre 3180 was the first Japanese-made watch to meet Geneva chronometer standards. Under blinding white light, a watchmaker's hand freezes as metal almost breathes with a life of its own. This is how Grand Seiko watches are made. Grand Seiko's pursuit of perfection begins long before the first gear turns. It starts deep within the mountains of Japan, where raw materials are chosen with near religious care. The stainless steel used for every case isn't generic. Each batch is analyzed for microscopic impurities before machining ever begins. For titanium models, the brand uses its own proprietary alloy, known for its strength, lightness, and resistance to corrosion, a metal so pure it's used in surgical instruments. The sapphire crystal glass, grown synthetically under controlled conditions, undergoes multiple polishing stages until its surface reaches optical clarity, so transparent that it distorts no light. For dials, artisans work with rare materials like mother of pearl or craft deep lustrous finishes using urushi lacquer, a natural resin hand-layered and cured for weeks. Every single component, down to the smallest screw or spring, is screened, measured, and tested before design, before assembly. Grand Seiko ensures perfection isn't added later, it's forged at the very beginning. From raw material to masterpiece, the journey continues as the metals meet obsession. In the Grand Seiko studio, massive blocks of steel and titanium are transformed into cases with microscopic precision. Each begins as a cold, silent block until CNC machines carve them down to within microns of perfection. For titanium models, special forging presses are used to compress the metal's grain, giving it extraordinary density and strength. But what truly defines the casework is Zaratsu polishing, which is a Japanese mirror finishing technique mastered by only a few artisans. Using a rotating tin plate, the craftsman polishes each surface by feel alone. The result is a reflection so distortion-free it looks like liquid light. No other polishing method in the world achieves such clarity. Each case undergoes dozens of manual steps, and remarkably, the entire Zaratsu process takes years for an artisan to master. The technique itself dates back to the 1950s, originally used on samurai sword blades for mirror-like edges. That legacy continues in every Grand Seiko case, where precision engineering meets living tradition. Brushed surfaces are added next, each line applied by hand to create that distinct Grand Seiko contrast, sharp yet soft in tone. Every edge, bevel, and plane is inspected under magnification. Before the final dial ever meets the case, the housing is tested for water resistance and symmetry. Precision isn't just measured, it's reflected. And beneath that polished shell lies the soul of Grand Seiko. Every dial is a miniature landscape that is sculpted, painted, and very much alive. Inside the clean room, artisans craft layers of metal plates, each treated with unique textures like the iconic snowflake, inspired by the winter fields near Shinshu. Other models feature deep sunburst finishes that shimmer differently with every angle of light. The printing of text, the minute markers, and the Grand Seiko logo is performed with surgical precision. One misaligned micron and the entire dial is rejected. Some designs receive multiple coats of lacquer or urushi, hand-applied to achieve depth and warmth unmatched by machine production. Each dial can take up to 80 separate processes before completion, a testament to the brand's obsession with flawless detail. The snowflake dial alone requires a custom stamping die replaced after just a few hundred uses to preserve its delicate texture. This means that no two snowflake dials ever look completely identical, giving every piece individuality. The hands are then shaped, polished, and when the design demands it, heat blued by hand over open flame. The craftsman watches the steel change color, stopping at the exact moment the perfect royal blue emerges. Finally, in a dust-free chamber, the hands are mounted onto the dial with exacting symmetry. Under magnification, they appear to float effortlessly, which is a testament to invisible perfection. Now, the quiet art of motion reveals Grand Seiko's most guarded secret. The movement is where Grand Seiko transforms from craftsmanship to precision art. Whether it's the High-Beat 36000, the Spring Drive, or the 9F Quartz, each caliber represents decades of Japanese innovation. The High-Beat operates at an astonishing 36,000 vibrations per hour, a mechanical rhythm that few watchmakers in the world can master. The Spring Drive combines mechanical energy with electronic regulation, producing a seconds hand that glides in perfect continuous motion. The 9F Quartz pushes quartz technology to near perfection, accurate to within 10 seconds a year. The Spring Drive movement alone took over 20 years of research and development before its release in 1999, the result of over 600 prototypes. Its tri-synchro regulator, which controls mechanical, electrical, and electromagnetic energy simultaneously, remains a unique mechanism in the entire watchmaking industry, blending traditional gear trains with quartz-level precision. The process begins with the main plate or the foundation, followed by the careful installation of the gear train, escapement, and rotor system. Watchmakers apply minuscule drops of lubricant, ensuring smooth motion and minimal friction. Each movement is then adjusted, tested, and retested under simulated real-world conditions for magnetism, shocks, and temperature changes. When complete, the movement is not just a mechanism, it's a living, breathing symbol of Japanese timekeeping philosophy. But perfection here isn't declared by machines, it's confirmed by human eyes. In the final stage, craftsmanship takes the lead once again. The bracelet or strap is fitted with specialized torque tools that ensure perfect alignment and pressure, and it's neither too light to strain the lugs, nor is it too loose to affect comfort. Each pin, clasp, and screw is tightened to Grand Seiko's internal torque standards, which exceed conventional Swiss norms. Once assembled, the watch moves to multi-position accuracy testing. Here, it's tested in up to 6 orientations and under different temperature conditions to verify that the deviation stays within the brand's strict limits, often just a few seconds per day. Every Grand Seiko mechanical movement must pass the brand's Grand Seiko standard test, a 17-day trial that's even stricter than COSC chronometer certification. Each piece is measured for accuracy under 7 positions and 3 temperature variations. Only the movements that surpass this demanding benchmark earn the Grand Seiko name engraved on the rotor. Under controlled lighting, skilled inspectors examine the case, dial, and hands for even the slightest imperfection. A dust speck, a micro scratch, a misaligned index. None are tolerated. Finally, each piece receives its unique serial number, engraved with laser precision and paired with its documentation. The certificate of authenticity that signals one of Japan's finest horological creations is ready for the world. And yet, even after perfection, the Grand Seiko's journey is far from over. Each finished watch is placed inside packaging that mirrors Grand Seiko's design philosophy, understated luxury, and Japanese minimalism. The boxes are crafted from fine materials, often featuring deep blue tones, soft interior linings, and clean edges that highlight the brand's commitment to quiet refinement. Inside lies a certificate of authenticity and documentation detailing the model, serial number, and inspection results, proof of the watch's origin and precision. Every item is checked, sealed, and logged into Grand Seiko's traceability system before it leaves the factory. Then, each watch is also digitally archived, a record that stores the names of the craftsmen, the inspection results, and even the date of final assembly, ensuring that decades later, technicians can trace every adjustment ever made to that specific timepiece. From there, logistics teams coordinate global distribution from Japan to boutiques and authorized retailers around the world. Each shipment is temperature controlled and ensured to preserve both the mechanical integrity and presentation quality. Even after delivery, Grand Seiko's responsibility doesn't end. Owners receive access to after-sales maintenance, movement regulation, and servicing, ensuring long-term performance. Backed by a reputation for lifetime accuracy, every Grand Seiko continues to represent Japan's quiet pursuit of perfection, one watch at a time. Which brand do you think matches Grand Seiko's pursuit of perfection? Let us know in the comments below.